Revolution. Guys, I cannot wait.
I am so excited. There's so many great matches. Alex Riley, what are you looking forward to?
Oh my gosh, all of them. I mean, could you pick? Definitely Sami Zayn and Neville, that final stop on the road to redemption for Sami Zayn. In my opinion, probably gonna choke again though.
Contest is the Divas match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first from the Queen City, she is your NXT Women's Champion, Charlotte.
Oh, guys, next week, Charlotte will be in action. She'll take on Sasha Banks. The NXT Women's Championship is on the line, and there she is, Charlotte. See the sparkle on her ears? Huge diamond earrings, just like the diamonds and the gold of the championship.
Like the diamonds in her daddy's watch.
Charlotte getting set for one final tune-up before TakeOver next week, and
A warm-up match, I guess you would call it.
non-title matchup. Smart move to do a match like this the week before. You
I'm
run the
gonna
risk of
say
injury.
no, you run the risk of injury. Exactly, Rich.
Yeah, you would say that, absolutely. An athlete always wants to be in the ring.
Sasha Banks officially challenged Charlotte a few weeks ago.
Sasha Banks has been running her mouth an awful lot, and she's getting her opportunity now. She says she taught Charlotte everything she knows.
And how could you argue that point? She was the creator of the BFFs. She's really the reason that Charlotte is a champion today.
We'll see. Come December 11th, did she teach her everything that she knows, though?
Oh, look at Charlotte.
Oh,
Charlotte setting up for, there it is. Natural selection. The champion successful again with authority here tonight.
Winner, NXT Women's Champion, Charlotte.
Charlotte making short order right there, protecting herself from possible injury. I'll tell you, she is on top of her game right now, Alex Riley.
Yeah, I wish you were. Look, Sasha Banks is ready for this match. If you've been paying attention to what's happening lately.
Well, hang on just a second. Here comes the boss interrupting the celebration.
Impressive, Charlotte. Good job. Now hand me over my title, because I'm just gonna beat you for it anyway. How about no? Because you don't tell me what to do, sweetheart. I do it when I'm ready, and I'll save that for NXT TakeOver. Really, I'm Ratchet? I'm Ratchet? Please, you think you're special because your last name is Flair. Well, guess what? I have more flair in my pinky finger than you do in your entire body. A matter of fact, I have more flair than you and your little daddy combined. So after I beat you, Charlotte, you're gonna end up a loser, just like your pathetic old man.
Shots fired.
Hey, Sasha. Charlotte won't say it, but I will. Why don't you shut your stupid ratchet face up?
Oh, come on! Sasha Banks taking off. That was gutless.
Sasha attacking Bayley, the injured knee.
Oh! Charlotte grabbing hold of the ball, Sasha Banks. And look at Sasha cower.
Oh, Sasha ran her mouth a little bit too much. And now it's payback time.
Get out of there, Sasha.
Oh, Becky Lynch trying to distract the champion. Oh, no!
Oh!
Sasha from behind with the lung blower, and my goodness, look, grabbing hold of the NXT Women's Championship. One week from tonight, will Charlotte prove that natural selection is mightier than the boss? We will find out at TakeOver Our Evolution. We are 1 week away from Sami Zayn and Adrian Neville squaring off for the NXT Championship. Tonight, they meet face to face in advance of what is sure to be an historic matchup.
In honor of Christmas, I bring to everybody Larry's Parade of Lights.
You sure this is safe?
Of course it is. I rigged it myself.
It's awesome! It's like a palace.
And now, as they say in French, the peace of the resistance.
This is going to be the best Christmas ever!
Rest assured, faithful viewer, no actual Lucha Dragons were harmed in the making of this motion picture. But at NXT TakeOver, Our Evolution, the Vaudevillains make no such promises.
English and Gotch continuing to try and be cute, trying to rattle the Lucha Dragons.
The following contest is a tag team match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first at a combined weight of 465 pounds, Wesley Blake and Buddy Murphy.
We are ready to go with tag team action here tonight. And guys, we are just 1 week away from TakeOver Our Evolution. I can't wait. I'll tell you what, guys, the Vaudevillains better not look too far past this young upstart team of Buddy Murphy and Wesley Blake. That's some pretty impressive outings, and perhaps among the next wave of competitors in the tag team division to stake their claim at contender status.
And it was 3 weeks ago we saw the team of Buddy Murphy and Wesley Blake go one-on-one with the Lucha Dragons, the tag team champions, and they took them to the brink of defeat. Almost beat them.
But they lost. But they lost.
Take a look, guys, the #1 contenders to the NXT Tag Team Championships. Simon Gotch and Aiden English the Vaudevillains in just 1 week from tonight take over our evolution. The Vaudevillains will battle the Lucha Dragons for the NXT Tag Team Championship right here on the WWE Network. Alex Riley, I cannot wait for that matchup.
It's going to be an incredible matchup. The Vaudevillains have gelled so well together as of late, working so well, going up against the new, really, they haven't had it that long, the Lucha Dragons, the NXT champions.
I'll tell you, the Lucha Dragons, though, they are on top of their game. I've said it before. Whoever gets into the ring with the Lucha Dragons, they're always getting their best game.
Think about how angry the Lucha Dragons must be.
Yeah, I mean,
after being mocked
it was
by
tasteless.
Aiden English
It was
and Simon
tasteless.
Gotch. And the Vaudevillains a couple weeks back bringing out a couple of mini luchadors wearing masks. And the Lucha Dragons, those bright yellow t-shirts, and well, proceeded to beat the guys up, the little guys. There's no need for that.
Big test right here for the Vaudevillains.
It's Vaudevillains. Vaudevillains for the
Vaudevillains.
third week in a row. and why is that in their entrance video anyway?
Is that Boston accent?
I saw you. Was that like an acting school you were doing in there?
I have done a lot of acting.
Aiden English starting things off here tonight. And look,
Wesley Blake so strong.
Big power slam, cover, and a kick out. A loss here would be devastating for English and Gotch.
Wesley Blake, one of the strongest superstars in all of NXT.
And Aiden English, fistful of hair, snapmare right into the ropes.
Creative right there.
Look at this, using the ropes as a weapon.
Yeah, very smart
Very
move.
impressive. Very creative there.
Tag made to Simon Gotch. Gotch stomping away, going after the left leg of Wesley Blake.
And that's the thing, Jason. You always see Simon Gotch working on different offense in the PC all the time. He's always trying to create new moves and new things to do, just like this right here. Oh, look at the way he's got the ankle locked in, putting pressure on not only the ankle, but the knee of Wesley Blake.
Position right there.
Doing Hindu squats in the meantime. Tag made to Aiden English. Oh! And targeting the left leg.
I'll tell you, this is what I like about the Vaudevillains.
Thank you.
They have this tenacity, this
Cover. Aiden English for the victory and a kick out at 2.
this dirtiness, this angriness to them, which I hope the Lucha Dragons are able to find, because they need to match that to be victorious against the Vaudevillains.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Tag made Simon Gotch back into the ring, and look at the teamwork.
And look at them staying on the left knee, attacking it,
Methodically.
trying to pull it apart. Very smart way to break down an opponent.
Jason Albert, let's not forget that the Lucha Dragons are the only team here in NXT to defeat the Vaudevillains. That was back in the original #1 contenders matchup a few months ago.
You know, we've said it before.
Oh, look at that reversal, small package. Gotch able to work his way out of it.
Oh, right back to the knee. What a great move right there by Simon Gotch.
Wesley Blake in serious need of attack.
You know, we've said it before. The Lucha Dragons have beat the Vaudevillains before, but beating a team twice is very difficult. You get to learn each other's moves, what their tendencies are, what their weaknesses are. And I could guarantee you this, they each watch each other every time they're on NXT TV.
And I want to know, the Ascension has held the NXT Tag Team Championship for over 300 days in their reign. Is that more pressure that's put on the Lucha Dragons? I mean, if they lose, they're not even going to come close to the reign that Ascension had. You got to think that's in their head.
I disagree with that. They beat the team that had the belts had the titles for 300 days.
Buddy Murphy reaching out desperately for a tag. Wesley Blake finally able to get his teammate in. And here comes Buddy Murphy.
Buddy Murphy is on fire right now.
Murphy sending Simon Gotch.
Oh!
And look at that beautiful kick. Beautiful nip up.
So intense is this Buddy Murphy.
Murphy again, look at that, running double knees.
Flash
Covered,
of
trying to
praise.
put away in English, and Gotch in to break up the pin.
I'll tell you, 1 week away from our evolution, the Vaudevillains don't want an L in their column.
Gotch sending Wesley Blake up and over. Ducks under Aiden English. Tag
Oh, there's
made.
a tag.
I don't think Murphy realizes it. From behind, Simon Gotch is the legal man. The tag was made. And look at that! A whirling dervish. Gotch and English are ready for the Lucha Dragons.
Here are your winners, the Vaudevillains.
And guys, the Vaudevillains did a great job of staying on the same page late in that match, working together, and that's exactly what they're going to need to do 1 week away from the Lucha Dragons if they expect to win that match.
I'll tell you, like you just said, they stayed together at the end. When it started to fall apart a bit, they gelled as a team, and that's what they need to do to beat a team like the Lucha Dragons.
1 week from tonight, the Vaudevillains get their chance at the Lucha Dragons and the NXT Tag Team titles.
And I've sent referees after him, I've been calling him, and I can't find Marcus Louise. He walked across the car park, and that was the last I saw of him. So there's not going to be any rematch tonight.
Big deal, you can't find Marcus. Another Uggo gone. Guess that means I have the night off, huh?
Looks like you do.
Good, I
Mr. Regal, I want my rematch with Finn tonight. Unless you're willing to give me another title shot at Adrian Neville.
Don't be so foolhardy. Actually, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Finn Balor doesn't have an opponent tonight,
Perfect.
but nor does Hideo Itami. So why
him,
don't I have Hideo Itami and Finn Balor versus Tyler Breeze and Tyson Kidd?
No.
Oh yes. Looks like you haven't got the night off after all, Flower.
Come on. This better not be Catford.
Yeah, whatever.
Next Thursday, the next battle of the next generation begins. It's NXT TakeOver, Our Evolution, a live 2-hour special exclusively on WWE Network. A bitter rivalry
We all know you can't win the big one.
reaches a breaking point.
If I can't beat you and become NXT champion, I am done.
Sami Zayn collides with the high-flying Adrian Neville for the NXT Championship. Plus, witness the debut of NXT's newest superstar, the fearless Kevin Owens.
I will fight anyone and everyone.
NXT TakeOver, Our Evolution. Live next Thursday, exclusively on WWE Network.
You ever wake up with that feeling like it's one versus all? An endless cycle. Eat, sleep, conquer, repeat. Eat, sleep, conquer, repeat. You think life's got you all figured out. Think again. Remember this. Be fearless. Harness your hustle, loyalty, and respect. And they'll love you till your last breath. Find your comfort zone and find what fits you.
Welcome back to NXT.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Brooklyn, New York, weighing 304 pounds, Bull Dempsey.
The New York Nightmare. This man likes no one.
Talk about a face only a distant cousin could love. Huh, my goodness.
I bet you wouldn't say that to his face, though, Alex Riley.
Probably not.
Well, we last saw Bull Dempsey in action 2 weeks ago. Tonight taking on Elias Sampson. Dempsey has been making quick work of his opponents. And it looks like it's going to be quick work again here tonight. Dempsey to the top rope.
It's going to be record time here.
The size of this man flying through the air with ease. Cover. And that is it. Wow, that was quick.
Here's your winner, Bull Dempsey.
And I need to check the NXT universe for a time on that.
Check out this. Look at this. Talk about running into a brick wall. Running into Bull Dempsey. 300 pounds, and how quickly did he scale those ropes and jump off those top ropes with a flying headbutt? That's not normal for a man that size.
No, it's not. Something you could never do.
And something I never wanted to do.
Nearly 300 pounds flying through the air, diving headbutt. Bull Dempsey again.
Look at that face.
That is Baron Corbin's music. Take a look at those two menacing creatures. Baron Corbin, the lone wolf here of NXT.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Kansas City, weighing 275 pounds, Baron Corbin.
And look at the gaze of Baron Corbin. Never taking his eye off his opponent. Almost all the way to the ring.
And fans, 1 week from tonight, it's the NXT TakeOver pre-show hosted by Renee Young, and we have just found out there will be a huge announcement regarding the future of NXT superstar Corey Graves. He will be there live starting just 30 minutes before NXT TakeOver Our Evolution. A bit of perhaps one-upmanship between Dempsey and Corbin. Listen to the NXT Universe right out of nowhere! End of days! Baron Corbin, decisive!
Here's your winner, Baron Corbin!
Bull Dempsey didn't even leave the stage.
Guys, did we get a count on that? We gotta check the NXT Universe there. It was a 4, maybe 4 seconds until the end of days. How destructive is Baron Corbin? And you can tell right from the jump, the gaze.
Little competition going on here in NXT.
Baron Corbin, impressive victory. My goodness, can you believe this? There's a competition brewing between Baron Corbin and Bull Dempsey.
They say competition brings out the best in people. Baron Corbin, Bull Dempsey, there's a competition there.
Pure dominance, unbelievable.
It's been an extremely trying road for Sami Zayn, and one way or another, 1 week from tonight, Zayn will get closure. But tonight, Zayn and Neville meet face-to-face one last time before TakeOver Our Evolution. And last week, Finn Balor's singles debut against Tyson Kidd ended with a chaotic brawl after the Ascension interfered. Tonight, Balor and Hideo Itami are in tag team action against Kidd and Tyler Breeze. That matchup is next.
I have fought tooth and nail for 14 years to get to the WWE. I battled Seth Rollins. I spent time with Seth Rollins. They called him first.
He is the future of the WWE. Seth Rollins.
I was part of a tag team with Daniel Bryan. They called him first.
Daniel Bryan has done it. The impossible dream has become reality.
I met Adrian Neville in 2006 in England when he was just an inexperienced kid. And they called him first.
Yes, Neville's got it. Adrian's got the title.
I traveled the world for 10 years with Sami Zayn. I consider him my best friend, but they called him first. Seeing all those guys pass me by, as happy as I was for them, if anything, helped make me into who I am today. But it's my turn now. I have no plan B. This is why this has to work.
My name's Kevin Owens.
I will fight anyone and everyone because that's what I do best.
Kevin Owens has made it clear he is coming to NXT and he is ready for a fight.
The following contest is a tag team match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, currently residing in his seasonal residence in Helsinki, Finland, weighing 205 pounds, Tyler Breeze.
NXT continues here tonight, and well, guys, take a look at Tyler Breeze getting ready for action in this tag team contest.
I'll tell you, we saw a side of Tyler Breeze last week that frankly disgusted me. for what he did to Marcus Louis.
Oh, come on. I mean, this is Prince Pretty, okay? He's a male model. You don't think that it's expected that he would be disgusted by a bald man? I mean, I'm nothing close to a male model.
No kidding.
But you disgust me sitting next to me over there on the right.
But let me tell you something.
I can barely even stomach what I ate this morning.
Tyler Breeze should be confident in how he looks. He doesn't need to run people down who have no confidence about them.
Like I just did.
Tyler Breeze was supposed to face Marcus Louis here tonight, but Marcus is nowhere to be found. They've called his house, they've gone looking for him, they can't find him.
And his partner, accompanied to the ring by Natalia from Calgary, Alberta, Canada, weighing 204 pounds, Tyson Kidd.
Meanwhile, Tyson Kidd wanted a rematch with Finn Balor after what happened last week with the chaos that ensued at the end of their matchup. The GM William Regal decided to make this a tag team contest here tonight.
I don't think Tyler Breeze is actually too excited to be tagging up with Tyson Kidd.
There'll be a lot of jealousy, a lot of envy on that side of the ring tonight.
Tyson Kidd claiming he was on the cusp of defeating Finn Balor when all the chaos ensued.
And their opponents, first from Tokyo, Japan, weighing 180 pounds, Hideo Itami.
Hideo Itami and Finn Balor, since debuting here in NXT, these guys have bonded. They have a common goal and a common respect for one another.
These two bonded well before NXT. These two know each other very, very well. But yes, you are right. There is a big amount of respect between these two superstars.
And they better stay on the same page because in 7 days, they're going up against the longest reigning champions in NXT history, the Ascension. And they better be ready for that. Yeah, Finn Balor just more and more impressive as the weeks go on. I said I talked about him. I talked about Hideo Itami having something to prove when they got to NXT. This is the best in the world, and that man right there, Finn Balor, certainly has done that so far.
So you're saying you finally agree with me, Alex Riley?
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that at all. I'm saying I'm changing my mind.
Well, what a matchup it was 1 week ago. Finn Balor and Tyson Kidd. We talk about a war between two competitors.
It's incredible the way Tyson Kidd can really adapt to any opponent that he has. He's so versed in technical wrestling and adapts so well, even if he has an opponent that's from across the world.
Tyson Kidd last week was almost out cold until the Ascension came down and a brawl started.
It was still a good match, though.
Tyson Kidd feeling that. Guys like Hideo Itami, Finn Balor.
Maybe we see a little ascension right there between those two already. You think Tyler Breeze thinks Tyson Kidd is an uggo?
I think he thinks everybody's an uggo, but him and me, of course. He doesn't think I'm an uggo.
Has he seen your hair lately?
We better get on the same page pretty quick here.
Doesn't matter when you got a face like this.
So it's Hideo Itami starting off against Tyson Kidd. And Kidd feeling like guys such as Itami, Finn Balor, feels like that they're coming in here to steal his spot.
And they are. And he's rightful to feel that way. I mean, anybody that steps onto my turf in my yard, I'm going to make them pay for it. They're certainly not going to be comfortable.
Well, if you ask the NXT Universe, I don't know if this is Tyson Kidd's yard.
Kid tagging in Tyler Breeze. Gonna make sure that hair looks good before he gets going, right?
Hey, look good, feel good, play good.
You better be careful that Hideo Itami doesn't kick that hair right off his head.
How can you kick hair off somebody's head?
Well, I heard he has a toupee.
Is that what happened to you?
Look at Hideo Itami targeting the left arm of Tyler Breeze. Itami, a technician inside the ring.
Yeah, and Itami and Balor have to remember, 1 week away, they have a huge match at NXT TakeOver Our Evolution. They have got to stay focused, not get injured tonight.
Balor trying to put away Tyler Breeze, not even a 1 count.
Referee a little bit out of position there.
Breeze ducks under the clothesline. Tag was made. Oh, from behind, Tyson Kidd.
All legal, all legal. Tag was made.
Kidd utilizing the blind tag to gain the upper hand as this matchup against Balor and Hideo Itami continues.
Do not go gentle into that good night. Rage. Rage against the dying of the light. Though wise men at their end know that dark is right, they do not go gentle into that good night. Rage. Rage against the dying of the light.
WWE 2K15. Feel it. Rated T for teen.
This tag team match continues on NXT. Hideo Itami and Finn Balor taking on Tyler Breeze and Tyson Kidd. 1 week away from TakeOver Our Evolution. And look at that back elbow. Itami and Balor will take on the Ascension, but tonight, gotta get through Breeze and Kidd first.
Just a perfectly placed high elbow by Tyson Kidd. Sometimes it's not what you do, but it's how you do it.
Tyler Breeze trying to take it to Balor. Make no mistake, Tyler Breeze more than just a pretty boy, more than just a model. As a cover here, trying to put away Finn Balor in a kick out.
I mean, he's the rightful #1 contender, Rich.
Is he now?
Absolutely. When you really break it down, he had that opportunity taken from him.
Tag made, and here comes Tyson Kidd. Yeah, but a couple weeks ago he lost to Sami Zayn. He could have proven himself there.
He beat him twice already. He's still 2 for 3 against the guy.
Look at the aggression of Tyson Kidd.
Tyler Breeze is as proven as it comes here at NXT.
Tyson Kidd has shown that he can adapt to all situations. One of the most technically gifted competitors. Neckbreaker, cover, and a kick out.
All situations, all styles, and I tell you what, this is one of the toughest NXT superstars I have ever met or seen in the ring. The guy's, he's just tough as nails, this guy.
I think that toughness is overlooked sometimes by the NXT universe.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I certainly think they respect him. The Natty's husband isn't playing into his character very well.
I don't know if they respect him. I certainly respect him. I don't know if the NXT universe respects him. He's done some pretty dastardly things.
Oh! Tag made, Kidd able to put on the brakes. And here comes Tyler Breeze going after the left leg of Balor. Hideo Itami waiting to get into this matchup. Cover, Breeze trying to put away Balor, and again a kick out at 2.
Look at that move right there by Finn Balor. As soon as he kicked out, trying to close the distance to Hideo Itami. Very smart.
That reversal into a neck breaker.
That could
Tyler
be it.
Breeze, that's gonna be all. And a kick out.
Finn Balor's gotta reach, Finn.
Gotta dig deep, another tag made, and surprisingly, this
team looks very good together.
Yeah, duo of Breeze and Kidd. Didn't seem to get off on the right foot, but since then, they've controlled this matchup.
You gotta figure these two feel slighted.
Look at the nastiness of Tyson Kidd. Knee right into the face of Balor, using the ropes for leverage. Tyson Kidd again! Coming down hard on the back of the head of Finn Balor. He could be done. Kidd for the victory, and another kick out at 2.
And guys, you gotta be thinking if Ascension are watching this, and you know they are. They're happy right now, real happy. They're only 7 days away from a match with Balor and Itami.
They are game planning. They are definitely game planning.
No! There's that soccer kick.
But they got a game plan for that. That right there is a game changer.
Following kick, and Finn Balor needs to make a tag. Itami reaching out. Tag made to Tyler Breeze, and here comes Hideo. Big kick right to the face.
Those kicks are so powerful.
Itami with a huge kick, and Tyler Breeze in rough shape. Here comes Itami. Pick it up, Steve. Another kick right to the grill.
And we see that fighting spirit I spoke about. Hideo Itami's fighting spirit. They call it Tokan.
Here comes Itami again. Hesitation, corner drop kick. And Tyler Breeze taking a beating.
Tyler Breeze might be out.
Cover, hook of the leg. Tyson Kidd able to break up the pin. Kidd using the ropes, able to kick it. Hideo Itami now yanking him out of the ring, or at least trying to, from behind.
Oh, look behind.
Here's Balor to the top. Double foot stomp.
Right in the back, beautiful.
Tyler Breeze is stung. And here comes Hideo Itami. Kick right to the back of the head. Itami rolling over a lifeless Tyler Breeze. Is that enough? Yes.
Here are your winners, the team of Hideo Itami and Finn Balor.
Balor and Itami showing some viciousness, Alex Riley.
Guys, a fantastic outing for these two gentlemen right there. Only 7 nights away. And take a look at this. The Ascension should be watching this as well. Look at this stomp from Finn Balor. Look at the hang time.
Wow.
Ascension at TakeOver or Evolution. You better bring all you've got, because I'm bringing something you've never seen before.
Finn Balor perhaps with something up his sleeve for Conor and Victor 1 week from tonight at TakeOver Our Evolution. And this could be explosive. Sami Zayn and Adrian Neville with one final encounter as we barrel towards TakeOver Our Evolution. That face-to-face meeting is next.
Next Thursday, the next battle of the next generation begins. It's NXT TakeOver Our Evolution, a live 2-hour special exclusively on WWE Network. A bitter rivalry.
We all know you can't win the big one.
Reaches a breaking point.
If I can't beat you and become NXT champion, I am done.
Sami Zayn collides with the high-flying Adrian Neville for the NXT Championship. Plus, witness the debut of NXT's newest superstar, the fearless Kevin Owens.
I will fight anyone and everyone.
NXT TakeOver Our Evolution. Live next Thursday, exclusively on WWE Network.
NXT continues, and as the anticipation builds toward TakeOver, Adrian Neville and Sami Zayn will address the NXT universe here tonight.
Please welcome NXT champion, Adrian Neville.
1 week from tonight, Adrian Neville takes on Sami Zayn. The NXT Championship on the line. I cannot wait. The entire world is waiting for this match. And guys, available tomorrow, Adrian Neville and Sami Zayn preview next week's championship match on Talk is Jericho. Available on iTunes and Podcast One.
Next week at NXT, our Evolution, I face longtime friend Sami Zayn to defend my NXT championship. Now, a lot of people think I should be conflicted about this matchup, but the fact of the matter is, I'm not. You see, my goal will be exactly the same as it has always been, and that is to win. To win at any cost. You see, some people feel like I should be ashamed about my recent actions, my recent behavior. Well, let me ask you this question. Do you think I'm proud of what I did at NXT TakeOver Fatal 4-Way? Do you think I'm proud of pulling the referee's leg and winning in that fashion? Do you think I'm proud only 3 weeks ago when I defended my NXT championship against Sami Zayn, when I blew my knee out and I had to get a quick pin for the victory? Do you think that I wanted it that way? Do you think I was proud of that? Well, I'm sorry to disappoint you, but if I had it my way, it would have went completely differently. But you see, what we've stumbled upon is the fundamental difference between Adrian Neville and Sami Zayn. Adrian Neville is prepared to do what it takes for the victory, whereas Sami Zayn lacks a certain killer instinct. He lacks an edge. And that's exactly why Sami Zayn will never be the NXT champion. Sami, you're too nice. You're too nice. And that has cost you. That has cost you.
2 weeks ago, Sami Zayn told the NXT Universe that he would walk away from NXT if he cannot beat Adrian Neville at TakeOver Our Evolution. Is it possible that Zayn's having second thoughts about putting such weight on next week's match?
Sami. Well, I want you to know that next week, you've taken upon your shoulders to consider yourself done if you do not win the NXT Championship. Well, I just want you to know that I thought long and hard about this, and what you do post-match is your prerogative, and I will not be held responsible. That will not be my burden to bear.
That's good that you've done a lot of thinking, because I've done a lot of thinking too, and I've been doing a lot of listening to everything you're saying, and I gotta say that it's starting to really piss me off. The nerve that you're displaying coming out here and saying, I'm too nice? I'm too nice to be champion, like I'm your baby sister or something? Like you gotta tell me how I have to live, how I have to work, how I gotta do what I gotta do. Let me tell you something, I've done pretty well for myself, all right? Whatever I choose to do after the match, whether I decide to walk, whatever I do is based on me and my decisions and my life, and it has nothing to do with you. You don't decide my fate, I do.
Whoa, Sami, listen. I didn't mean any disrespect at all. We go back a long way, and we've had a long friendship. And above all else, I respect you, Sami. I respect you probably more than anybody else on the face of this planet. I respect you. And next week, above all else, it will be a privilege and it will be an absolute honor to stand across the ring from you in what will be undoubtedly the match of our careers.
No. No, see this? This is where I go wrong every single time. When I try to do the right thing and be the good guy, and Sammy's got to be the good guy and show the respect. This isn't about respect. It's not about respect between you and me. Do you understand that? Do you understand that? You're not ending anything! You don't get to end me! I can end you, and your story as NXT champion. I'm taking that title.
A completely different side of Sami Zayn. Wow.
I have chills. I have goosebumps. I cannot wait for 1 week from tonight at NXT TakeOver or Evolution.
Next week, Zayn and Neville for the NXT Championship at TakeOver or Evolution.